every day. Though it spoke not a word, she had so much to say. She's an archetype of Mother Nature, the quintessential raging cager, who's turning the scars from her body and mind into the bullets or her guns, smoking barrel.
Never look good to me. It's the beginning, trying to make ends meet. Put on a face for another long week, just trying to get by. Don't get me wrong, could be worse. It's all gonna end with a ride in a hearse. Sitting around while your mind is cursed, waiting to live.
Thank you for joining us this weekend at the Hythe Motor Speedway. We will be getting going shortly with our qualifying session. We'll have all our drivers come out and see how fast they can get around the High Bank 3/8 mile oval here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. I want to thank you for joining us for weekend number 3.
Falling too fast to prepare for this. Tripping in the world could be dangerous. Everybody circling as vultures. Negative, nepotist. Everybody waiting for the fall of man. Everybody praying for the end of times. Everybody hoping they could be the one. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, pull me like a racehorse. Pull me like a ripcord. Break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip. Word up on your lip, lip. Better that you rip, rip. Break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes. Hanging on to the visual, I wanna be invisible. Looking at my years like I'm out of dumb. Everybody needs to be a part of them. Never being waking up from the prodigal son. I was born to run, I was born for this. Whip, whip, run me like a racehorse, pull me like a ripcord, break me down and build me up. I wanna be the slip, slip, word upon your lip, lip, rather than you rip, rip, break me down and build me up. Whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins. I do whatever it takes, 'cause I love how it feels when I break the chain. Whatever it takes, you take me to the top. I'm ready for whatever it takes, 'cause I love the adrenaline in my veins.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hythe Motors Speedway. It is our third weekend of racing here at the High Bank 3/8 mile in Hythe, Alberta. My name is Ian Burgess, and we welcome you to our first responders and local heroes celebration weekend here at the Hythe Motors Speedway. 30 years we have been racing here in Hythe, Alberta, and just so excited to have a great weekend of racing. We're just about to get going with time trials. I want to say a big shout out to our live stream crew, CI Solutions and Eagle Eye Drone Services. They're going to be bringing this event live into your homes all over the world this weekend, and we'll get going with qualifying here shortly, and it's going to be a great day of racing. Again, racing starts at 5 p.m., so if you want to come out to the track, you still have time to get out here and join us for an amazing weekend here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Okay, our first group that's going to qualify today will be our Big Rig Collision Run Your Junk class. This is the entry-level class here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. We've got a couple new drivers joining us this weekend, which is awesome to see. Brand new car they built. They said about 2 weeks you can get yourself a good car built, ready to go, and come test out your racing skills here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. First car on track is the 34. That's driven by Julianne House. This is Julianne's rookie season here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. And Julianne would like to thank sponsors, ACI, Avenge Energy, and Two Bros Towing. Flagman Brad Summit going to give Julianne 1 to go, so Julianne 1 warm-up lap. The next time by, she'll get the green flag. She'll have 2 laps to set a quick time. Yeah, Julianne originally started in the 43 car, and Chevy's moved up into the starter stock, so she's moved over to the 34 car. So that numbers are switching around, but it is Julianne in the car driving right now. Quick time for the 34 Julianne House, 18.887, 18.887. Next car on track is the 43. It is Tanner House driving the 43 today. This has kind of been the musical chairs car all season long. They've had different drivers in each event, so cool to see Tanner in there today. This is out of the Matthias stable, so it'll be sponsored by ACI, Avenge Energy, and Two Bros Towing. Ford Taurus with the big old V6 in there. First lap for Tanner House is a 20.944. Try to get her going a little bit quicker this lap. Quick time for the 43 Tanner House, 20.944. Next on track is the 19 car of Mike Tracy. Mike Tracy's raced most of the season at the Taylor Speedway on the dirt. With this car, this is a full-blown mini stock, and we're hoping at some of our final events of the year we'll get some more mini stocks joining us here and maybe have a go of it as a new class next year at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Quick time for the 19 Mike Tracy, 19.290, 19.290. Next on track, she's back driving the number 7 minivan. It's Raylan Wright. Raylan started racing in the Run Your Junk class and then moved up into the starter stocks and is said she wanted to get back in the minivan and give her a shot again. So great to have Raylan back driving that number 7 free candy machine. Quick time for the number 7 minivan, 20.188, 20.188. Next on track, number 13, new car joining us. This is Brad Collins. Brad's driving a 2010 Honda Civic. It's a 1.8 liter 4-door. First time ever here at the Speedway, so brand new driver. Said, yeah, about 2 weeks of work getting this thing ready to go, and pretty excited to be out here on the high banks. Brad would like to thank sponsors EPFC Corp and Armstrong Construction Services. Again, that was the 13 Brad Collins running a 19.683, brand new, first time out at the Speedway. We'd like to thank sponsors EPF, C Corp, and Armstrong Construction Services. Next on track, another brand new driver here at the Heights Motor Speedway. That's the Ninja Turtle Mobile, number 23. That is Dalen Myers. Dalen's driving a 1995 Toyota Camry and never raced before, but pit crewed for his uncle for one season. Dalen would like to thank sponsors KTS Truck Repair and Next Level Customs. Judging by crew members, I'm guessing his uncle that used to race with us was Steve Reynolds. Ran a lot of years in the street stock class here at the Heights Motor Speedway. Dalen learning the ropes and getting used to what it takes to control a car here around the 3/8 mile oval. And everyone learns and figures out their speed and their corner entry, how to come out of the corner. And once he gets running in the pack of cars, he'll be able to watch some of the more veteran drivers and see how that goes. Quick time for the 23 of Dalen Myers, 25.739. 25.739. That means your quick time today will be the 34 car driven by Julianne House with an 18.887. Next on track, we've got our Savannah Well Services starter stock class. First car on the track is the 6 car driven by Jeevan Martin. This is Jeevan's rookie season on the big track. Hardy has raced several years in the mini sprints and moved up this year into the big car. Jeevan is driving a 1979 Pontiac Le Mans with a Chevy 350 in it. Like thank sponsors Quantum Power Products, Precision Well Servicing, Norwest, and Mom. Yeah, Jeevan, first season he's eligible to race, 14 years old he'll be this year, and getting to hang out in the big class and learning lots on how to control a big rear-wheel drive car, and able to use a bunch of his mini sprint experience to feel through the adjustment onto the big track. Quick time for the 6 of Jeevan Martin, 17.757. Another rookie coming out onto the track. This is the 17 of Caleb Peltier. Caleb joined us for the first time last weekend and is driving a 1977 Ford Thunderbird with a 351 Windsor in there. Caleb would like to thank sponsors Crown and Anchor Pub, Bruce Boys, Move Auto, Nexus Fuel, and Grandma and Grandpa. Talking with Caleb and his crew, and over the last couple of weeks they've done a little bit of work getting some more camber in the right front, taking some weight out of that machine, and just trying to find ways to make it a little bit quicker. Of course, more lap experience on the track will help Caleb improve his times as well. time for the 17 of Caleb Peltier is going to be 18.205, 18.205. Next on track is the 34 car driven by Chevy Matthias. Chevy moved up into the starter stock class from the Run Your Junk and is loving it so far. Chevy would like to thank sponsors ACI, Avenge Energy, and Two Bros Towing. That race team here, the 34 Matthias family, they've been busy working on cars all summer long. Starter stocks, Run Your Junk, everything in between. So really cool to see them become part of the Hythe Motor Speedway race family and how they're starting to grow and learn and improve and move up in the ranks. Quick time for the 34, 18.496, 18.496. Next on track, we have the 95 car driven by Jason Anderson. This is Jason's first full year in the class, started partway through last year. Same thing, moved from the Run Your Junk class into the starter stock division. And is now one of the veterans in that class. And would like to thank his sponsors, Gordyville Customs, Country Pump Out, Subway, Michener Allen Auctioneers, Anderson Hardware, and Sexsmith Tire. First lap for the 95 Jason Anderson, 17.773. He'll try to go a little quicker this time. You can see the times now on our Blue Wave Energy scoreboard there on the back straightaway. And he'll pick up a few. Dancing with the devil there, 17.666 for Jason Anderson. That'll move him up into first position with one more car to qualify. Coming onto the track is the 76, driven by Sean Stevenson. Sean, a veteran here at the Hythe Motor Speedway, driving a 1986 Cutlass. Sean has won a couple championships in the starter stock division, went and raced IMC Modifieds for a while, and has made his way back into the big steel body cars. Sean would like to thank sponsors Pat's Auto Supply and Mountain Springs Mechanical. First lap for the 76, Sean Stevenson, 17.502. That'll move him up to P1. We'll see if he can shave another tenth or two off that time on his second lap, get some heat in those tires. And he will, a little bit quicker, 17.458, and that will be your quick time today in the Savannah Well Services starter stock class, 76, Sean Stevenson. Next up, we will have our Strategic Industrial Cleaning Solutions Elite Streets. This class will be featured next race weekend, August 30th and 31st, our Super Nationals weekend. They will be the Tri-City Invitational. We will have drivers joining us from all over Western Canada for this great show. In the past few years, we've had over 20 cars joining us for that race, and it just is a heck of a weekend of racing. So if you don't have your tickets yet, they will go on sale on Monday on our website. You can get tickets for that weekend, and you might want to get your tickets ahead because it is going to be a packed house August 30th and 31st for the Ken Sargent Super Nationals. First car on track, driving the number 6 is Matt Bird. Matt's joining us from Hinton, Alberta, and has run all season here with us. Also has his son racing in the mini sprints as well this year, so great to have them join our race family. Matt did run some time in the Canadian Super Truck Series as well, and just work, life, being proximity, it's worked out for him to move into the Elite Streets class here and race locally out of our speedway, and we're glad to have him. Quick time for the 6 of Matt Bird is a 16.173, 16.173. Next on track, we have the 23 of Dean Adams. Dean joining us from Wembley, Alberta, racing a 1981 Chevy Camaro with a 602 crate engine. Dean grew up racing on the dirt in Sangudo and then came back in 2022, won the Rookie of the Year. Dean would like to thank sponsors Grand Prairie Wheaton Chevrolet Cadillac, J. Adams Auto Body, Jesta Hoisting, Halcyon Alliance, Dev Conwell Supervision, and Auto Exotic Trim and Signs. First lap for the 23, a 15.945, 15.945. And a little bit quicker, 15.924, second lap. We'll put the 23 up into quick time position with a few more cars to go. Next on track will be the 9 car driven by Brady Plipiak. Brady got his start racing here in the mini sprint class on our little dirt track. Used to be right here on the front straightaway, and then we moved to the bigger track just north of the speedway. Brady ran in both the box stocks and the 80cc class, and then Brady moved up into the mini cup cars and ran there for a few years, then into the mini stocks and the starter stocks, and now the elite streets. Brady like thank sponsors LSM. Second lap a bit quicker for Brady, 16.045, 16.045. That'll move him right now to P2. Next on the track, your points leader going into the weekend, the 01 truck driven by Christopher Moore. Want to say a special thank you to Chris and his new wife. They had their wedding just a couple weeks ago, and we're really glad to have that happen. Big congratulations to them. And Chris is driving a 2024 Ram Rebel body on a Monte Carlo frame. The 602 crate engine. It's his 5th year racing here at the Hythe Motor Speedway and was our 2022 Elite Stock Track Champion and our 2024 Track Champion. Chris would like to thank sponsors Seymour Realty, JLB Contracting, Barrie Motorsports, Blue Wave Energy, Travel and RV, No Limit Auto, Paragon Oilfield Products, and Topco Oil Site. First lap for the 01 Chris Moore, 15.852, 15.852. And then it'll go even faster, 15.721, just 4 1,000ths of a second off the track record, which is a 15.717. So that is a heck of a lap there for the 01 trucker Chris Moore, just a whisker off of a new track record. Next on track, we have the 7 truck driven by Brooklyn Clark. Brooklyn has been racing here at the Hythe Motor Speedway since 2010. So if my math is right, that is 15 years for Brooklyn here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. She made her race debut here at the Speedway. I think she was, a few weeks old, or a couple months old, and been a part of the Clark Motorsports family. Brooklyn started in the mini sprint division and then moved up into the Evolution Cup Car Series and the Starter Stock Series. Brooklyn was our track champion in 2023 in the Elite Streets, and just went down and raced in Penticton at the Gordy Manis Memorial Race down there, and had a pretty good showing for her car down there on a new track. And Brooklyn would like to thank sponsors Vulcan, Northern Valor Petroleum, High Tech Business Solutions, Pat's Auto Supply, Sandbros HD, Anarchy Mechanical, Ken Sargent, Big Rig Collision, and Speed Pro Signs. Quick time for the 7 Brooklyn Clark, a 15.974. That'll put her P3 on the day. Your quick time in the Strategic Industrial Cleaning Solutions Elite Streets will go to the 01 of Chris Moore, just a whisker off of the track record. Next on track, we have our IMCA Modifieds, the longest continually running series here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. They have been a part of all 30 years here at the Speedway. And we love having them here at the Speedway. Our premier class, and just a really great high skill level race class that is all over North America. And we're just blessed that we get to have them here every weekend at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Now on track right now is the HJ5, driven by Jeff Clark, Uncle Jeff we call him. And Jeff's driving an Alien chassis with a 602 crate. And last year he jumped back in the class after 12 years away, and loved it so much he's keeping with it. So great to have Uncle Jeff back and racing in the class again. Spent some time racing in sprint cars as well, and also started here originally in the street stock class. Jeff would like to thank sponsors HJ5 Farms. Quick time for Jeff Clark in the IMCA Modifieds will be a 15.601, 15.601. Next on track is the 46 car driven by Jamie Krissick. I want to say another special thank you to the special well wishes to the Krissick family. They had a new one join the world with them a couple weeks ago, little Jovi Ben, and so Jamie's been getting a bit more sleep, he said, and I'm sure Mom not as much, but great to see the Krissick family expanding and growing. And now Jamie's got to kind of put aside that and get behind the wheel for the weekend here. Jamie's driving an Ellis chassis with a 602 crate. Has been a track champion multiple times here at the Hythe Motor Speedway. Also raced some NASCAR in the NASCAR Canada Series, also down in the K&N West Series as well in the U.S. Jamie would like to thank sponsors Crown Pal Ventures, Burmar Rewind, Shade All, Little John's Transport, The Yardmaster, The Rock Transport, and Secure Energy. Quick lap for the 46 Jamie Krissick, a 15.303, 15.303. Next on track, our elder statesman. This is Mike Clark, driving the number 92 car. Mike started racing here at the Speedway in 2000 in the Enduro Starter Stock Series and moved up into the Modifieds in 2003. Mike is a 5-time Hythe Motor Speedway track champion, holds the current track record from 2009. Little issue there, get the start. And also was second in IMCA Canada in 2010 and third in 2009. Mike would like to thank sponsors Pro West Refrigeration and Compass Compression. That one's quicker. Mike Clark, 15.521 on his second lap. That'll move him into P2. Next on track is Mike's son driving the 72. That is Tyson Clark. This is Tyson's rookie season here at the Speedway, driving a 2008 Alien chassis with a 602 crate. Tyson got his start here at the Speedway in the mini stock class and ran a couple races there, but really has not raced too much on the big track, and will now be a rookie this year in the IMCA Modifieds. Tyson would like to thank sponsors Rentco Equipment and Labor Boys. First lap for Tyson will be a 15.706. See if he can pick up a little bit more this time around. Next on track, joining us for the first time this year, but not a stranger to the Hythe Motor Speedway, is the 41 of Ashton Webster. Ashton is driving a 2013 left-hander with a 602 crate. Started racing at 7 years old in the mini sprints here and moved up into the Legend Series and then into the Modifieds. Ashton would like to thank sponsors Wrenchworks Mechanical and Webster Field Services. First lap for the 41, 15.603. And he'll pick up some time. Moving him up into second will be the 15.456 for the 41, driven by Ashton Webster. And our last car to qualify today will be the 74 modified, driven by Keaton Plipiak. We had a cool little presentation during the drivers' meeting for Keaton, who was our track champion last year. Provided him with a championship jacket from the IMCA Canada partners. And Keaton working really hard this year to get that car dialed in for our big IMCA Features Super Nationals race coming in up next weekend, August 30th and 31st. Keaton's driving a 2018 STR chassis with a 602 crate. And Keaton was our 21, 22, 23 Super Nationals champion. And would like to thank sponsors Alloy Industries and Alamo. And that'll put Keaton up to P1, 15.232. P1 for the number 74 IMCA Modified, and he'll be your quick time today in that modified class. Just a reminder, this season the IMCA Modifieds are running in memory of our friend Miles Leach, who passed away earlier this year, and they all have his name on the car running for him. Qualifying is wrapped up. We will get all of our drivers out onto the front straightaway for our autograph session. Once our cars are out there, you can come down, have a little meet and greet. And we also want to say a special thank you to our first responders that are going to be out there too. So swing by, say hi to the fire crew, tow truck, all those guys that are going to be there. Thank them for all the work that they do, not just here at the Speedway, but on our roads and in our cities day in and day out. So thank you for joining us for weekend number 3, our 30th anniversary celebration, and salute to local heroes. We want to thank our event sponsors, 104.7 Today FM, our media sponsor, City of Grand Prairie, Streamline HD Mechanical, Wild Horizon Ventures, Eagle Eye Drone Services. You also see we're blessed with tons and tons of billboard sponsors all over the track. And we want to say a big shout out, new billboards that have gone up to On the Head Construction. They are the company that rebuilt our grandstands for us, and what a great job they did with that new set of grandstands. So we want to say special thank you to them. that'll wrap up our qualifying session. Great to see all the speed out of our drivers today. We are now going to cut away from our live stream just for a short break, and we'll be back once our racing action is ready to resume. Again, racing starts at 5 p.m. It is weekend number 3, the Local Heroes First Responders Weekend here at the Hythe Motor Speedway.